Hello everybody, how you all doing? Welcome to another episode of Micks Mowers. In today's episode we're going to be going back to the Ransom Marquis, the one that I restored a little while ago. The only reason being is that actually since I've had the machine I haven't even used it or tested it, purely because this summer we had quite a dry spell down here on the south coast. The lawn took quite a battering and went really hard, and the grass died off. And it just wasn't possible for me to put the Ransom Marquis on the lawn to do the job. So I've just been cutting it with the hater now and again where it needs it, but the lawn's been recovering over the space of about 2 or 3 months. And now it has got to a stage where it has now fully recovered to a degree. Mrs. P went out 2 days ago and she cut it with the BMC Wolf lawnmower, the Big 20. She cut it with that 2 days ago, and that's just a rotary mower with 4 wheels, and she got it down to a nice level. Done a good job, all nice and tidy. But then I thought, well, as the grass is down nice and low and we had a nice bit of rain about 2 or 3 days ago, the ground is now nice and soft, I thought I'd fire up the old Ransom Marquis and see if it starts, number one, because it hasn't been started for about 3 or 4 months. And number two, give it a bit of a run, stretch the old girl's legs. I've already put the Ransom Marquis outside, and what we're going to do is we're just going to fire it up and let it warm up whilst I get the garden all sorted out, and then we're going to go and give it a bit of a cut. Now, I'm not sure how low the height adjustment is as of yet, but I think it's pretty much where we need it. It might have to be a little bit higher, we shall see. And we'll give it a bit of a cut and see if it doesn't produce those absolutely killer lines that it used to produce back in 1960. These lawnmowers are sought after, and other lawnmowers, in my opinion, that are out on the market, they do not even come close to what a Ransom Marquis or an Atco or an Allet will cut like. The cylinder mowers are a cut above the rest. It's as simple as that. It's not open for debate in my book. They are absolutely fantastic and do the best job there is for these lawns. Please bear in mind, my garden is not a lawn, it's a garden. Riley boy is always over there kicking balls, digging holes and all the rest of it. And so I have got divots and bumps, and there may be certain areas within the lawn that I don't cut, purely because I don't want to damage the mower. I'm looking to get my lawn aerated, scarified and also levelled out. Once that recovers over the next year, then hopefully the Ransom Marquis can put down some killer lines, like I say. So without further ado, let's get down and dirty and let's fire the old Ransom Marquis up, see if it doesn't start, fingers crossed, and try and put some killer lines in this lawn. Right, this hasn't been started for around about 3 months now, there's plenty of petrol in there. I just checked the oil, that's all fine. We're going for a cold start fire up, not been done for 3 months, and then hopefully we can get out and cut a bit of grass and see how it performs. Okay, a little bit of choke required, just to get it to run. So let it warm up for a little while, and then I'll get you set up and we'll go for a little tiny drive with it. Right, so there you have it. Ransom Marquis, all runs. There are a few points in the lawn where I haven't actually cut underneath the swing. It's not viable. You've got to bear in mind my lawn is for kids really, you know, including myself. So I haven't cut under here, and there's a big drain there as well. So I don't want to cut into there. And this is patch just here. This is seriously uneven here. Big potholes in here, just particularly here. I don't want to cut that. I need to level it all off. But the rest of the lawn, as you can see, this was cut with a rotary mower just the day before yesterday. Mrs. P cut it with my my Wolf, and as you can see, it's not a touch on what the Ransoms just performed, which is quite nice. Nice long big stripes, which we like. What do you think of that, baby?
Very good.
Looks tight, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So as I say, this lawn is not a golf green. You know, it is just a standard back garden. It's not actually a lawn, but when the sun hits it just right, just goes to prove that that Ransom Marquis that was restored is fully functionable, and on the right lawn it would produce some serious lines. It's ticking over here, nice and quiet, all on its own. Little box on, ticking over beautifully. It'll even tick over lower than that as well, I expect, if I ask it to. It's not getting warm. The only one bit I'm not keen on is the exhaust. Just there. Just where I sprayed it with that silver. I don't think the silver is good enough, so I might take that paint off of there. And oh, it nearly stalled then. Still going. I might take that paint off the exhaust and put just bring it back to original. But overall, I'm super impressed. What do you think of that? I don't think it's done too bad at all. I think it put down some really nice stripes. There was a little bit of overlapping I could have perhaps improved on, but I'm not used to cutting with a cylinder mower. I'm used to cutting with my rotary hater. But I went over it 2 or 3 times where I needed to, just to bring the lines back. And do you know what? It put in some serious lines. That cylinder is absolutely lovely and sharp. The grass is a little bit wet. Just a bit dewy from over last night's a little bit of rain, and this morning it's only just about 11 o'clock here this morning, so it is still a little bit wet. It's better to cut the lawns at around about midday, 2 o'clock, if it's a nice day, not too hot. But if not, I like to cut mine last thing at night, just before the old sun goes down, once the garden reaches the lower temperatures. But all in all, it didn't miss a beat. It stopped once or twice, which is just because I went past a bush and just knocked the spark plug stopper switch on top of a plug. That's why it stopped. But apart from that, it runs super duper. I think the clutch plate could do just a little tiny fine adjustment, because it does slip a little tiny bit on slight gradients, not a lot. I can notice it, so I may just take the side cover off and just nip up them springs a little bit more, just to give it a little bit more bite. But all in all, super happy. It runs, it ticks over, and it cuts, and it leaves those killer stripes, and it hasn't striped like that since about 1960. She's absolutely fantastic. I'm super chuffed. If you're interested in the Ransom Marquis lawnmower, here's a dedicated video to it, and there's also a playlist dedicated to the entire restoration from this lawnmower. It came in looking like a tetanus shot waiting to happen, but now it looks like it's showroom condition, and it's absolutely fantastic. I'm super duper happy as Larry. All in all, out of 10, I give that a good 9.5, just for what it is. I think it would have been a 10 had the grass been a little bit drier. But there you go, you can't have it all. Let's say there are certain areas within the garden that I didn't cut under the swings in particular and around by the tree, only because of awkwardness. I'm due to prune my magnolia this winter, and I can't cut under the swings where Riley plays because there's a big drain pipe there. I just don't want to smash the lawnmower up. It's just not worth doing. But overall, I hope you enjoyed the footage. Hope you did like it. If you did, give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the old channel, whack your bell, and set your notifications to all. That way you'll be told when I've done a video or two on my Saturday night weekly live stream, which starts at 6:30 PM UK time. I look forward to seeing the next episode of Micks Mowers very soon. But until then, people, don't forget, more importantly, take it easy.